Okay, my friends. Well, my name is Sarah B, and I am so excited to be the Chief Sales Officer here at Singular. And it is my honor to welcome you to our very first May brand partner kickoff call. We are so stoked to have you here. So drop a 1 in the chat if you are fired up about everything that has to do with the month of May, because we are ready to bring the fire tonight. So I'm just going to say all of my cohorts who are going to be speaking are bringing the fire too. Oh, and by the way, I just want you to know that my favorite emoji is the fire emoji. I don't know if you guys feel it, but I'm always feeling the fire. So let's jump into our agenda tonight. We have so much to cover. I think we have about 50 slides. So get ready for some fun, because we are going to give you a sneak peek at some cool tools coming your way. You've got a couple of fantastic guest speakers. So much fun. So let's see. Let's move on to the next slide, Russ. Our agenda tonight. So we are going to do a quick little April recap. And then we are going to do some celebration tonight. As you guys have all seen, there have been so many rank advancements this month from all different kinds of teams across the company. And we are so excited to shout those out and give them some serious recognition. We're going to talk a little bit about May promos. We are then going to launch into the month of May, because we have all kinds of new things coming your way. I know we gave you a sneak peek at convention this year, but we are going to roll out some things. And tonight you are going to see your very first look at something new coming your way beginning of next week. And of course, we've got some amazing product training from the Chanel, and we've got 2 great guest speakers tonight, new executive Amanda Cooper. We also have Melissa Corbin, who was the winner of the I Am Singular Award. So I am so stoked to have her on as well. And then we're just going to give you a little quick call to action, but you are going to have a shot in the arm and be so excited when you leave this call. So it is my honor and pleasure to introduce your very first speaker tonight, the president of Singular, Mr. Oliver Dibley.
What's up? Now, it's during the technical difficulties, I always do usually dad jokes, but then Russ put it back up too quickly. But I will say, what do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. All right, enough of that. What I would say, though, is I think we got a shout out. Rhonda McClellan. She's out there. She said, wait, that was a good video. My haters are suffocating. So before I start, just wanted to say this, guys. The month of April is gone. I would say very, very successful. We're going to walk through all of the rank advancements, all of your success. And just wanted to say, from a corporate staff, executive staff, we thank you for all you do. It was awesome. A great month-end push. We launched NAD Dreams, a wonderful product. Hopefully you were all sleeping and you're not getting Botox anymore, like I'm not anymore, because of the rejuvenation of my cells. So with that being said, I do want to show something that Rhonda shouted out of, let's let the hater suffocate. So Russ, let's play that bad boy.
You say the emotionally immature man seeks out motivation to do something hard one time. The emotionally mature man uses discipline to do something hard 1,000 times. Your haters are out there holding their breath, waiting for you to fail. Make sure they suffocate.
Well, it said let them suffocate. So having said that, guys, what I would say is right here with Brian Tracy, in an era of rapid change, standing still is the most dangerous course of action. As you've probably seen if you've been here since I've been here for 7 months, I don't think we've standed still for one moment. We have transformed and changed. And a lot of your posts that I'm starting to see is Singular 2.0, which I love. And that's really the transformation of this company and what we just shared at convention, which is the biohacking company. And as I came on board as president 7 months ago, I have a vision of where we want to be, obviously, for the next 3 to 5 years. And this moment, this milestone we're at month 7, is probably exactly where I saw myself and ourselves being as a company. And so I did want to say the new company vision, and I wanted Russ, next slide, to kind of share what this is all about. As you guys are going out and talking about biohacking, the one thing I would tell you is get really good of understanding what this is. And Chanel and the marketing team are amping their efforts on making sure that we have videos and blogs and all things to biohack your wellness. But this is the new vision of Singular. So the vision of Singular is to redefine global wellness through the power of biohacking, which is helping millions unlock, optimize peak performance, living without overhauling their lives. And this is my favorite part, guys, and this is what really sets Singular apart. We're the bold, innovative, fast-moving, disruptive brand built to transform an industry and empower the masses. And I'll tell you this, as we've talked, with leaders on different calls and you yourselves, I would say if there's the most important thing right now in our space, it's ownership and culture. Like that's the biggest thing that sets us apart. And so as people come on board or ask us the question, what sets us apart? We do say all that stuff, right? Our products are awesome. Our compensation plan, it stands to everyone. It's better than everyone else's. Our products are innovative, they're efficacious, all that stuff. But really what the coolest part, guys, is we have an ownership team that loves you guys more than anyone. And they will do anything for you. And as we have calls, and as you guys all know, I report to the board. It's the first thing they ask me, how's the field doing? And are they making money? And if the questions are they're okay, or they're not making enough money, they ask the question, why, and how do we make them more money? So I just want to say, you guys are well loved. Myself, and those on the call right now, and our whole executive staff and corporate staff love you guys so much, and all of the things you do on a day-to-day basis, and your passion for Zingular. So never forget, the most important thing, guys, is our culture at Zingular. So with that being said, I did want to do some shout outs. Rank advancements for the month of April. Look at that, 24 new managers. 6 new silver managers, 2 new gold managers, 4 new platinums, 3 new directors, 1 new silver, 2 new gold directors, 2 new platinum directors, and 1 new executive. Guys, this is crazy. The amount of, activity and success. And I would say not only that, everyone on this call, I assume, has praised and said, great job to all the people that rank advance. Our XDC is on fire. And I just want to say, the love that you guys have for our field and watching other people rise as well and celebrate, that's what makes us different, guys, and making sure that we're all at one team. So I just want to give a big shout out. I know we're going to go through these names itself, but this is what makes me do cartwheels at night and actually makes my hair a little bit taller. So love all you guys. Appreciate it. Now I'll turn it over to, I believe, Russ.
Awesome. Thanks, Oliver. And everybody, listen, when you're pushing buttons on 3 screens, just bear with me. But this whole point of what Oliver just said, this is where the rubber hits the road. We are so stinking proud of all of our partners, every single one of you. We know what you're out there doing. We're lockstep with you, and we're so proud to just highlight. And I don't want to rush through these. These individuals that have rank advanced this last month, we absolutely deserve a ton of credit to them. They are so deserving of this effort. So take note on these. If you know these individuals, reach out to them, give them a big shout out, a big love, let them know that they are just crushing it with our efforts here at Zingular to move it forward. But very, very proud of all of these new managers that have hit this rank in April. Big shout out to each one of them. You'll notice that they're from different organizations, different lines, and different countries, which is really cool to be a part of and bring this global effort together in one united effort. Our new silver managers, give them a big shout out. Again, if you see that people in there, type their name in, give them a big shout out, a big praise. But congratulations to Kylie, Jennifer, and Caitlin for hitting silver managers. Jennifer and Tabitha as well. All of this magic happened in April. Congratulations to all of you wonderful, wonderful people. We have new gold managers as well. Alicia Burns hit this last night. It's always fun at the end of the month to be on the phone with individuals who are pushing to close strong. And Alicia did that. And Sarah Potter, you also did that. Congratulations for hitting the rank of gold manager. You guys know what happens when you hit gold manager twice. You're going to come on a passport trip to Utah. So we are looking forward to these individuals also hitting gold manager here in May. Congratulations. Great job. New platinum manager. Again, a big shout out to Kimberly. Amazing effort and what you're doing to bring more awareness to Zingular and your organization in your leadership. It's fantastic. Also, new directors, Amanda Givens, great job. We're so proud of you. And of course, Jalen Schroeder, you guys, again, have just come in. You have shown that this is an incredible opportunity, bringing, again, that all awareness that we all get to take advantage of. Each and every one of you as brand partners, what's beautiful about our compensation plan is that you get to participate through our global corporate sales pools in our compensation for all the volume that's being generated. So as you continue to drive your personal rank, you get to be able to be part of this one team, one dream that is Zingular. Congratulations again, Amanda and Jaylyn. We have new silver directors as well, Holly and Shelby. Incredible to see them just cooking through these ranks. Again, ladies and gentlemen, these are all happening within like 30, 45 days. of individuals coming in and showing how it's done. So fantastic job again to Shelby and Holly. It's been a joy working with them and helping them see how Singular operates and how united we are together as a team. Of course, a new platinum director as well here as well, Karen Serrano. Again, give her some massive love there in the text threads as well. Folks, again, wonderful individuals that are being part of this company that we're all able to push forward together with. And then finally, really, really exciting to be able to have a brand new executive, Amanda Cooper. You're going to hear her tonight as well, as she's going to share some of her tips and tricks of what she's been doing as we continue to move forward with this beautiful company. So congratulations to all of our new rank advancements in April. Wonderful job. I'm going to take a second more here as well, and I want to highlight how you can take advantage of some promotions so that you too can rank advance, that you too can help your teams move up and take advantage of the momentum that we have, part of this that we have right now at Singular in our year of transformation. So again, as a quick reminder, the BAUs, the business as usual promotions that we have going on, free shipping, free partner fee from May 1st to the 31st all month long. When you have an order that exceeds $199 in spend for Canada, that's 253 Canadian. Those opportunities and offers come to you at that point. So make sure when you're talking to new individuals to offer this to them, that they get that free partner fee, free shipping with all orders at $199, and they will be able to get those additional incentives happening. And of course, our X5, we're keeping that going, rinse and repeat from what we did in April. Driving volume, getting new individuals in, at least 5, right? The X5 behind that. When you get to 600 inception volume, which is new volume from those new individuals coming in, then you get $150. When you get it up to 1,000, then you get $250. You combine that with our 20% first order bonus, you are again making over $500 US. And what a great, great program that those are, and continue to take advantage of that. We also have some additional incentives that we're running this month. You might have already heard about it. Stay plugged in, pay attention, and you get paid. And this is what we've got going on, a free, beautiful glow-up cup that's happening. This is a glass cup, a real robust, beautiful cup that when you purchase one of our bundles, the details are on the XDC. You can hop in there and see exactly what bundles are available for you in the US and for Canada. When you go in and you purchase one of those, you will get a glass cup. And for each one of you partners that are driving volume and looking for an additional incentive, something for you, when you go sell 25 of these kits that are again listed in the XDC, you get a chance to earn a free Aura ring. What an incredible, incredible promotion. In this promotion, look, frontline individuals, they can be brand new, they can be existing, they can be on subscription, but you need to have at least 10 new individuals. So 15 can come from existing, 10 from brand new people. When you do that, we're going to reach out to you and we're going to get you set up with an Aura ring, which again, with all of the great technology and our biohacking efforts, this is what we're talking about, being able to understand what your body's doing and utilizing this technology to move forward. Finally, I'm going to kick it over to Sarah and have her go through, but don't forget about our customer volume bonuses as well. There's a lot of great, exciting things that are happening this month. Sarah, tell us more.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. I know I don't sound like it at all, but this is literally who I am, generally stoked all the time. And so I'm excited to tell you about some of the new launches that we teased you about at convention. And we like to really stick to our word if at all possible. I wish you guys could see all of the things going on behind the scenes. We've got tons of projects, but we are so committed and so excited to help you have the tools that you need to build your business and move things forward. So let's go to the next slide, Russ. Perfect. Okay, we all talked about the new checkout flow coming, and tonight you are going to see a sneak peek in just a second. Russ is going to show you kind of the breakdown and how simple it's going to be. We're going to talk about the new opportunity video that I know you are all juiced about, that is going to be coming out next week, along with the new digital opportunity tool, and of course, a landing page. It's going to go with both of those. And we've got customer pulse coming later in May and new custom carts coming later in May. So what I want to share with you about these new tools is that Every week when these launch, we'll be doing an XDC live so you know all about it. We'll celebrate the new launch, give you a sneak peek, and get you off and running so you know exactly how to use those tools. So let's go on to the next slide.
All right, so here is what we are going to roll out next week. This is the current shopping experience, something that you know. I just want you to take note. You see 5 boxes there. We wanted to simplify the process. We know in this day and age, it's about click count, right? And we want to reduce the amount of clicks so that we get the individuals, our consumers, into the ordering system way quicker, make it much more easy and simplified. And so currently, you'll walk through, you see this screen right now, you see this screen right now, and then you end up here where you order and complete your information. Well, starting next week, we're going to take 2 significant steps out and bake them in within the process. In fact, this is going to save about 20% of the time that it has taken before. We're going to save 20% on that. So it's increasing that order flow and coming in. So now what you'll do is from the order screen, you're going to be able to click checkout and watch this. Boom. You're right into the checkout screen where you're going to see the order details. You're going to see all that information. And then you can select if you're a partner, you're a customer, you click through the ordering system all on the same screen and you complete order and you're done. So super intuitive, super incredible, and that's going to happen next week. Pay attention as that rolls out, but we're really excited to bring that to you. A promise fulfilled.
I love it. I love it. Okay, you guys, something new is coming. And if the checkout flow did not get you excited yet, and I'm sure you are all excited, wait a second, let me just do this. Drop me an emoji in the chat if you're excited about an easier, simpler checkout that makes everyone just want to rush to the cart and, grab their products. Yes. Okay. Look at all the emojis coming into the chat. I love it so much. Okay. We've got something new to not only share with you, but we're going to show you live and in person tonight. So we've been working behind the scenes for a hot minute, like right after convention. We came home and said, look, we know everyone is stoked about having some new opportunity tools. I know, just like you, how important it is to have the most amazing tools out there, something that is cutting edge and actually something that is better than anything I have seen in 34 years. And I know I'm going to make Oliver smile right now because a lot of this is him on screen, but we are going to give you a sneak peek in just a second of the brand new opportunity video that is less than 5 minutes, which is great. And it will be accompanied with a beautiful compensation and incentive plan tool that is digital. So it's in an Instagram format. So it's like scrollable. And then we'll give you a landing page that you can use for your DM responses when people say, hey, I'd like to know more about the Singular opportunity. So let's go ahead and click to the next screen. And before we do though, you guys, you want to be blowing up the chat, but I really want you to listen to the words because this new video is all about who we are, Singular 2.0, how we're moving forward in our communities and in this era. And it's going to be, I think you're going to be so excited. So I hope you're as pumped as I am. I know the goosebumps just stand up on my arms when I listen to this video. So let's give it a go.
Hey, I'm Oliver, president of Singular, and we're not just building another wellness company. We're breaking industry norms and building something better. But let's be honest, the direct sales world, it's noisy, uncertain, and often misunderstood. The way we shop has changed. The way we work has changed. And now the way we live well is changing too. Over 80% of consumers shop from their phones. More than half discover products through people they follow, not traditional advertising. And the fastest growing form of entrepreneurship is social selling. A modern twist on an old model where real people earn income by sharing what they love. But here at Singular, we're flipping the script with stability, integrity, and leadership that's building something different, something better. That's why Singular exists. We are Singular, the biohacking company. But what exactly is biohacking? Biohacking is the ultimate cheat code for your body. The intentional optimization of your health, habits, and environment to help you live better, feel better, and get more life in your years. We've helped hundreds of thousands of people lose weight and regain their health. And at Singular, we help you take control of your body, your sleep, your home, your longevity, your hormones, and your microbiome. And that's just the beginning. This is cutting edge science meeting holistic living. where breakthrough health meets indulgence and real results replace the gimmicks. So you might ask the question, why Singular? Well, there are 4 things that set us apart. We are innovation-led, first to market, first to evolve. Our products are engineered for the speed of real life. Fast, effective, and craveable. We're continuously evolving our formulations with a growing commitment to cleaner ingredients and smarter sourcing to meet the needs of modern wellness without compromise. Number 2, what sets us apart, our compensation. Our plan is social selling's best kept secret. It's simple, volume-based model where your effort drives your reward. No confusion, just clarity and commissions that grow with you. Just start for $50 and earn up to $10,000 with the Extreme Builder bonus in your first 105 days. Make up to 45% in customer commissions. Share your unique $10 off discount code with others and get paid daily and monthly. Unlock multiple white glove passport program trips for 2 with airfare included to dream destinations like the Mediterranean, Dubai, Bora Bora, and more. Qualify for our annual company trip, an unforgettable experience that recognizes effort, celebrates connection, and creates lifelong memories. Number 3, culture. We're collaborative, inclusive, and generous. This is a respect-driven environment where every brand partner is valued and supported, no matter the rank or team. Our field leaders lead together. They pour into one another, celebrate each other's wins, and create success that lifts the entire movement. Here, we don't compete, we contribute. Because when one of us wins, we all rise. And last, but probably the most important, our ownership. At Singular, we believe that everything rises and falls on leadership. And that leadership should understand the field because they've walked in it. Our ownership team has spent decades both in the field and running companies. They've built businesses. They've led massive teams, and they've never lost sight of what it's like to build from the ground up. That's why our approach is proudly field first. Because when the people building the company are fighting for you, you don't just have opportunity, you have an alignment, belief, and a business worth building. And the best part about it all, you can build it your way. Want to grow a team and build a movement? You can do that. Prefer to build affiliate style and simply share what you love with others? That works too. No matter how you build, you'll plug into industry-leading systems, a free virtual assistant app, smart tools, and social selling strategies designed to help you win. And we're not just chasing trends, we're setting them. This is the next evolution of Singular. A smarter way to live well, a better way to earn, a company built for now and made for what's next. We're redefining everything, our awareness, our products, our culture, and our global opportunity. And to those already part of this movement, our brand partners and customers, thank you. We're so grateful for the life and business we've built together. And to those just discovering us, if your gut is nudging you, trust it. You are meant to see this. And we're ready to welcome you at Singular, the biohacking company.
So good, Oliver. So good. How do you guys feel? Oh my gosh, look at all the emojis, you guys, in the chat. I know you're all excited. And this is coming at the beginning of next week. So we'll get into the app on Monday. We'll do an XDC live on Tuesday, talk a little bit more how to use this video in coordination with the other tools that are coming your way. But listen, this is not it. We are going to pile things on over the next month or 2 months and make big things happen. So anyway, excited to turn it over to my friend and the beauty and brains behind this company. So turn it out, take it away, Chanel.
Thank you so much. You guys, I am like nervous to follow that. You guys loved that so much. I'm going to actually share something a little bit different than just a product training today. I want to start with really how you can embrace your story. So Russ, if you'll go to the next slide for me. I want you to start with your why and romanticize the art of being alive. When we talk about biohacking, it is really just adding things into your daily life that elevate it. Things that are super craveable. Will you go to the next one real quick? So I want you to consider these things as you go into this new month and you are sharing like this amazing promo and all of that. I want you to start by asking yourself, your why. Like, why did you start? Was it the bloat? Was it excess weight? Was it fatigue? Was it skin issues? Was it that you had like trouble sleeping? And I want you to really start with that of like, I started Clear Protein maybe because I was skipping meals, I was crashing hard. Maybe you realized that your muscle mass was going down, or maybe you started NAD Dreams because you were tossing and turning for hours at night. You couldn't turn off the brain. You had all of that food noise before you were going to bed. And now you're actually falling asleep faster and you feel recovered in the morning, and that you're giving that full recovery while you sleep. So whether it's like better sleep, less bloat, more energy, clearer skin, just I think when we speak from experience, people listen. And if you highlight your transformation and the benefits, whether they're big or small, like sometimes they're just like the small wins. I know we have the Aura Ring. I have my Aura Ring on and I love it so much. But some of the things that with this promo is being able just to see those moments in the day that we can make better. Like for example, my ring, they're connected with an app and it always tells me, get up and start moving. We were in a meeting today planning out our next trimester, all of these amazing projects that we are so excited to deliver for you guys. But it was sitting in a meeting for an entire day and my ring kept telling me to get up and start moving. But it's really cool because as you start to listen to your body, and you obviously you do not need a ring, by the way, to listen to your body and practice intuitive living. But it's so cool because our products, they really intermingle with all the different parts of the day. When you're like, oh, I need a boost of energy, and you grab a trim sticks and you start getting snacky. So you mix that trim sticks also maybe with Clear Protein, or you get dehydrated and you have your delicious frosted cranberry spring. Uh, you can't turn off your brain at night, so you have a scoop of NAD Dreams. Like our products are things that we are so excited for you to look forward to, but that are totally craveable, that they are totally delicious and they are easy add-ins into the lifestyle that you already have. And so biohacking is just really intentionally up-leveling every little part of your day. And we have products to do that from morning when you take your complete probiotic on an empty stomach through till you take your NAD Dreams at night. So we have you covered. So I wanted to share a little bit about sharing your story. Like as a scientist, I will tell you that most people I come across don't actually care about the science. They actually care about how I, as a career woman with 2 toddlers, how do I stay healthy? When I work crazy hours, how do I stay energized and as happy as I always am? They want to know, how do I get good sleep when I have a 5-year-old kicking me in the ribs at night? Right? Like they want to know how, I'm about to turn 40 and they want to know about my skin, right? Like those type of things, like your story is really what matters the most. And so I would say picking authenticity over perfection. You don't need a 6-pack. You don't need a scientific vocabulary. You just need to be real and share your real results. Russ, will you click on to the next one? So just highlighting that. So if I was to have an example, so a lot of you guys on here, you live like in the Midwest. We have a lot of people who are going to rodeos. And some of my favorite content that I've seen is people packing their Clear Protein, their spring, their trim sticks, because they're always on the road. Mixing your Collie tea, which is collagen, right? Trim sticks mixture, mixing that in the car and talking about how you stay healthy when your life is so busy. I think those things are the other wins of maybe you had stiff joints and you took collagen and you were just blown away by how that helped your joints. Or probiotic, where you can share your story about how you thought probiotics maybe were just hype. And then you realize when you took ours that your mental health was completely boosted and that, bathroom issues were no longer an issue. And just all of these amazing wins. I will say that those stories help people because a lot of times, sometimes like the science is a little bit over people's heads and they just want to know, like, life is so busy and what is this easy way that I can integrate the products with my everyday life? Will you go to the next one real quick? I will say one of the most important ways so that we can do this is consistency. Because for me, like my goal, and I always say this, is to save the world one gut at a time. Like I am so passionate as a person who went through so many health issues in my 20s. Being able to be as healthy as I am now, like I want that for everybody. I want the person who is sitting there who is incredibly frustrated because the weight won't come off, their mood is in the dump, like they cannot figure out how to feel good in their everyday life. And I see that girl who I was, and you guys get to speak to those people who are sitting there feeling so incredibly frustrated because their health just is not in the place they want. And one of the ways that you can help them see this is by consistently sharing your story. So whether it's your clear protein in the car, whether it's just showing NAD dreams at night where you actually feel recovered in the morning, it's talking about, mixing the gut glow and how, the weight's coming off, your mood is being boosted, you're eliminating better. Like, honestly, when you talk about I know bathroom stuff is like not the funnest stuff to talk about, but I will tell you that everybody's walking around there with gut issues. And I always say that people will talk about what you talk about. And so when you start talking about like, oh yeah, I had these issues and now I don't, like those are my favorite. Like Lori Ulrich is probably on her, but like she has like great story about complete probiotic. And when she started talking about it at an event, everybody around the table started talking about it. And everybody found that connection of like, oh, you struggle with that too. Well, I do. And being able to see that. So when you show up online consistently, you're able to just help people start imagining how now that product is going to fit into their life and into the things that they're doing, and how can they biohack or level up all those different parts of the day. Really engaging through emotion, just remembering how the products made you feel when maybe you first started them, and that person sitting in front of you or who is watching your video or who is in your DMs, like that person, that connection through emotion and engaging through emotion can be so impactful, because sometimes it feels really overwhelming and completely daunting to start a whole new like weight loss regimen or diet or any sort of change. But if they can see how you easily add craveable products into every part of your life, they start to imagine that for themselves. Um, and so sharing things like, maybe this is the first time you felt energized in the morning. And which, by the way, if you go to our NAD Dreams product page, you will see tons of reviews for people who have not been able to sleep and who can finally sleep. People who woke up and they didn't feel like a real person until they drank coffee, and now they wake up feeling like ready to get the day started. Maybe people who like they dreaded going to bed because they couldn't turn off their head, their brain. They were constantly thinking of all of these different things. And so what I really want you to do is I want you to speak from the heart. I want them to feel the joy that Singular products have brought to you. And I want them to feel that like these products can be a relief for the problems that they're really struggling with. So what I want you to go into this month is pick the product that you're using that has really like you have a great story with, and consistently show up and share what it has done for you. And one of the reasons why we picked these packs is because our packs, these are the ones that have made the most impact. Like if you go out and you find these stories on how the Gut Collective has literally transformed people's lives, how Fuel Your Glow is making craveable products that is transforming people's metabolic health and their energy. We have the X bundle, right? Like our tried and true weight loss bundle, like how these products have really impacted you. Share that, unbox them, share how each one of those products, because that systematic approach to wellness is really what is going to make the most movement in people's health and really transform their lives. So be honest, show up with authenticity, but show up consistently, sharing your story, and pick the pack that has transformed your life, because people will feel that and they'll be able to just start to see how that can be incorporated in their life in a super easy way. And that's all I have for you guys. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome.
Sorry, I did have one more slide, but we'll go ahead and skip that. I just when people feel something and you speak from the heart, it's really that emotional connection that moves people from curious to committed. And we want people to be really committed on their wellness goals.
I love it, Chanel. Great, great job. We appreciate you so much. One of the things I love about what we've got here at Singular, I've been here for about 2.5 years. And the sense of community, the sense of feeling, the sense of heart, the sense of, us together, doing so much together, being unified together, that's what's going to continue to help us dominate and help us continue to grow. And there's an individual here you can see on the screen, Melissa Corbin, who just embodies all of that. And she was our I Am Singular Award winner just last month, an incredible human being. Melissa, we'd love for you to hop on here, share with us a bit of your thoughts as it relates to the culture, as it relates to coming together. We all get more. Share us your feelings and emotions tonight. Melissa.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, how's everybody doing tonight? I hope it's fantastic. So when Russ originally talked to me, I was thinking back, and I'm going to share a secret with you guys. One of the biggest leadership secrets that has helped me build a top performing team in our company is these words: culture over control, collaboration over hierarchy. Good leaders have to be humble, hungry, and coachable. And that means that you have to be ready to change, to do new things, to adopt to new ways. But it also means that you won't stop listening and working with others, or listening to maybe the ways that things worked in the past or things that have been successful. And the biggest thing for me is that Singular is all about God, family, and Singular. And that's what attracted me to it 10 years ago when I started in this amazing company, is that in God's kingdom, no one is greater or lesser. Everyone has a role. Everyone brings something to the table. And we like to say, you have a seat at the table here. Well, everyone also brings things to the table. And if you're on this call and you're plugging in, you're a leader. And as leaders, our job isn't just to show up and do what we're called to do. It's also to call out God-given greatness in others so that they're empowered to go and share their gifts. And that mindset is like a champion mindset. And I call it, being in a collaborative movement. So we're all here creating a movement, especially with our products, but we're also creating a movement within our culture and within the power of our organization. And so each one brings something unique and a shared vision to bring around health and prosperity. We're all working towards that too while we're building our businesses. But that also means that we want to take our company to the next level. And that means with innovation, like we have with our innovative products and our innovative systems, but our fast online duplication that we've implemented with our onboarding. I'm so excited about the tools. I'm excited about the tools we've just learned about today with our new videos. But it's going to be built on love, professionalism, fun, and then collaboration. And I'm not just talking about a little bit of collaboration. I am the type of person, I'm like, our culture is all about working together, and we don't have to fear different. We don't have to fear different ideas. We have to turn around and welcome them. We don't have to compete with each other. We have to complete each other. And I want to challenge you guys. Will you be the leader that says, yes, I'm locking arms. I'm going to move forward with everybody. I'm going to build something special here. And are you going to say, okay, what is it that excites me the most? Go write it down. Because what really excites me the most is that this is truly just the beginning. Singular 2.0, this is just the beginning. I want to think about next year's incentive trips, next year's growth. You guys, it's going to be 10 times bigger if we all are working together, 10 times better. And because when you build things in a way that's honoring God and you're honoring him, you're honoring people, you're lifting other people up, he moves in ways that only he can. And so anyone out there that's searching, and if you're thinking, you know what, I'm ready to get back in the game, I'm ready to get back and perform to the best of my ability, then I want you to know you're first and foremost a meaningful part of this. And if this speaks to you at all, you need to get with your leader, you need to get back with corporate, you need to say, you know what, I'm ready to collaborate, I'm ready to lock arms, or let's go change this world together, because we need all of us pushing together. So that's kind of what I wanted to share that was on my heart. And that's the culture of Singular. That's where we want to go for moving forward. And I'm just excited for what we have because we need this rise. A rising tide raises all ships. I always say that, but
That's awesome, Melissa. We appreciate you so very much. Your example, your experience, but more importantly, just your spirit of collaboration and unity is amazing and incredible. And that, again, you're 100% right. We are moving forward because we are together and we are committed with that. Thank you, Melissa, so much. We love and appreciate you so, so much. Now, we have another opportunity here from Amanda Cooper, one of our new partners, a brand new executive. And just like Melissa was saying, this idea of new teams, new groups, new ideas, new revigoration. If you can't be excited about seeing someone's success, you got to look in the mirror, because I'm telling you what, we are all so excited to be part of Singular right now. And this rejuvenation, I think I said that wrong the first time. We are so excited to be able to be part of this journey with this brand new team and an example leader like Amanda, who again is so willing to jump into our culture of who we are and help out as well. And so with that, Amanda, I'm going to go ahead and give you the call here now.
Hi, Singular. Thank you, Russ. Thank you. You guys, isn't this call amazing? Drop some love in the chat. Melissa, I love everything you just shared. It's such an important piece to building leadership and building a successful business and making sure everyone has that seat at the table and a voice at the table. And I'm so excited for that. Thank you guys for having us here. Thank you for asking me to speak tonight. I'm super excited to share a small piece of our heart. The corporate staff was asked that I would share, why did we choose Singular? Why did we come here? And some tips for how we are attracting in brand partners right now and how you can share and show up. You know, I love the whole story that's been woven through today's call, because Chanel spoke on authenticity. I'm going to touch on that as well. And Melissa talked about sharing with heart and leading with your heart. And I'm going to just kind of wrap that all together too with what I'm sharing about. And we didn't even talk about this beforehand. So this is exciting. So if you want to, Russ, we can go to the next slide here in a second. But my name is Amanda, like Russ shared, and I'm a mom of 4. I've been in this industry now for 12 years, which is crazy. When I first got into this industry 12 years ago, I literally bought a box of products from somebody. I had no idea it was attached to network marketing. My son was really sick. He was 3 years old. We had 4 kids under the age of 5 years old. And I was a mom on a mission. I was trying to find wellness products and switch our lifestyle in order to support his health. We were told he would never live well again. And I didn't take no as an answer. I'm sure most of you moms can relate to that. And when you're told those things, you put your all into finding ways to help your children live to their best capacity and to live their calling in life. And so I started changing everything in our life. And with that, it was the products that we used and the food that we ate and the thoughts that we think and the words that we spoke over our children. And I spoke life over him and kept searching and kept looking until we found what he needed. And so with that, I was buying these natural products. And I would like to say he's been symptom-free and living well for 14 years now. So that's so exciting. But on that journey, 12 years ago, I did buy this box of products that attached me to this industry. And a few months into it, you know, one of my friends, the friend I had purchased a product from, she said, hey, if you want to invite some friends over, I'll come over and teach a class about those products you just bought and you might be able to make some money. And I was like, oh, I mean, I guess I'm happy to invite some people. She goes, just invite a few people. You guys, I invited 75 people. I don't even know how I did that. I lived in a town of 8,000. There was like nobody there. 75 people and 12 showed up and 5 signed up. Does this sound familiar, right? That shows you like you have to over invite. But I remember sitting on the floor in my living room that day going, this is the craziest thing I've ever experienced. So just know that we all get our little taste into this industry in different ways. But you know what? It did light a fire inside of my soul. And it took about a year for me to actually find that fire and understand what I had been part of. But when it clicked, and I've never looked back from there. And so for the past 11 years, I have been running to build a freedom for my family and to totally change our lifestyle. And so with that, it's been a journey to find our way to X, but X marks the spot. Do you guys agree? I'm so excited to be here and our team and the leaders and the people who are pouring in right now alongside of you guys. They're just so grateful to be here as well. And so first of all, I just want to say thank you to all of you who have built an incredible foundation here at Singular, because we're excited to do it alongside of you. So first of all, when I was looking for a company, and the reason that I want to share this with you is not because of what I wanted. It's because when you're thinking of going to go share about Singular after this call right now, and in the days moving forward, think about the person you want to enroll. Do you want to enroll a fast mover, somebody who comes in and sees the vision right away? Somebody who's excited to partner with you, to run, to create freedom for their family, and to change the world alongside of you. Is that something that you want? Drop a yes in the chat if that's like, yeah, that's the person. So the reason I'm saying this is because it's very important that you always envision and picture your ideal brand partner that you want to enroll. Not just any partner, not just anyone who's breathing. Because I'm going to tell you, when I first entered this industry, I remember being in my car driving down the road going, I wonder who lives in that house and who lives in that house. Maybe they would sign up with me. I'm not kidding you guys. I had those thoughts. So it's not anyone who's just breathing. It's ideal people that you want to run with. So when I was looking at X, here's some very specific things that I was looking for. Leadership that cares. I really wanted to partner with people who cared about our team, who cared about our journeys, who cared about what we cared about, and who cared about what really mattered when it comes to building a business and to create tools and resources and products and things that make it simple for us to run our business. I wanted to know that they cared about our future and the future of the company, and that they knew that stability is the only way to build a lasting business. Can we get an amen for that? Like this leadership here at Singular, I have been so blown away by. Obviously meeting, Rudy and Mary and different people who, own this company. It's just been so exciting to see the heart behind all of it. The question that I asked Oliver right away was, will we be safe here? And that is really important as you're leading and talking with people and painting a picture of where we're going, is will they be safe? And of course, the answer was yes. With 15 years of stability, I'm going to give you some ideas of how to position that online. What is the culture like? Is your culture inclusive? Is it kind? I heard about this thing called kindness culture at Singular, and I was like, what is that? That's so amazing. And Melissa just shared about that, and you guys would know and experience it. Do you have innovation here? And of course, I met with Chanel and heard her passion and what was coming and what, the future and what is already here and what we can share about. And I was blown away. So make sure you talk about that as well. What is the compensation plan like? Is it confusing? Is it simple to build in? And of course, we know it's the best out there. I can tell you, I've looked at so many compensation plans in the past several months, in the past several years. And I can tell you, this is truly the best of the best. And then do you have trips? Because I'm here for trips. I love making memories with my family and with our team. And, before this industry, I had never even been on an airplane. So this is like so exciting to me to see all the trips lined up and all the places that we get to go together. So I'm here for all of that. So think about this as you're going to position this. Now moving forward, I'm going to give you some more tips and some things as I share my heart with how to build a fast moving team. But let me tell you guys, talk about those things, because the one thing I want to say is sometimes when you're in something for a while, we kind of lose that, that honeymoon phase of, wait, what do we have here? We forget about what we have. And I know how easy that can be when I'm in places for a long time. I just get used to it, right? It's like after you've been married for a long time, you kind of forget, oh yeah, he does do all these amazing things, right? And so you have to remember your first love and remember what attracts people here. So first of all, there is no overnight success. You may see how many days we've been here now, and yes, we just did executive and all those things. But honestly, you guys have been in this industry for 12 years. This was not 44 days. It was 12 years of hard work, of mindset work, of masterminding, of learning skills, and growing to get to this place. Now, here's the one thing I want to say. Time passed does not equal success, right? It's not like after 12 years, we get to check the box, because everyone's timeline is going to be different. Everyone's story is going to be different. But the one thing I do know for sure is if you keep digging up your seeds, you will never reap a harvest. It doesn't work that way. I want you to picture a farmer. I grew up in farming communities, and there were different seasons for different things. But if somebody owned a plot of land for 12 years and only planted seeds one time and didn't do anything else with it, he's not going to be in the same place as somebody else who was planting and harvesting consistently for 12 years the whole entire time. So just remember, the years don't always equal success. It's the work you do in the years that matters, and that's what adds up. All right, let's go to the next slide. This is the thing I heard last week. This is a quote I heard, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. You pray for a microwave miracle, but God is preparing a slow cook strategy. Screenshot that and think about this, you guys. This is so incredible to just think about. First of all, microwave ovens kill your food. We know this. They kill the nutrients, right? But Sarah and I were talking about this last week. Like, we still stick our stick of butter in there because we can't wait, right? You gotta stick that in there. But the rest of your food, don't be sticking that in there. Slow cooked is the way to go. And so just trust the process and understand that everyone wants things fast. We're in a now society, but success does take time, and it's going to build up, and it's going to be worth it. Let's go to the next one. So I just want to ask you this. What is your yes? When I first came into this industry, you guys, I want you to understand something. I was from a very tiny town. There was a couple stoplights in our town. I had 4 kids under the age of 5 years old. I never left my house because I had one very sick little boy. I was also really sick at that time. Had come off of 4 high-risk pregnancies. I had 0 social media skills. I had 400 Facebook friends, wasn't on any other platform. All I had was a desire to do this. Now, when I sat in my living room that day, when my friend came with her box of products and I saw her read off her script and people asked questions and she did her spiel for about a half an hour, I sat on the floor of my living room and I had one thought in my head. You ready for it? My thought was, I will never do this as a business because I cannot speak in front of people. And I spoke that over my life that entire year. And I played so small. I enrolled a total of 12 people that first year. I barely did it part-time. I said I was doing the business, but I was not doing the business. And it wasn't until somebody really handed me a book and said, hey, read this book. It talks about, you know, if you put in 4 years of consistent work, at the end of 4 years inside of this industry, you should be able to exit the 4 years with a 6-figure income. And I was like, that would change my family's life. Because right now there's no consistent income coming in. And I had put aside my other business that I was running for 12 years before that. My son got sick. I understood what it was like to not have reoccurring income. And I saw the bills piling up. And I caught the vision when I read this. And I just understood, you know what? I can do that because here's the thing that I said, 4 years is going to pass anyway. So why not put it in? Why not do it? And so this was my thing. I was so scared to speak in front of people. I had never done it before. I was really quiet growing up. I'm still like, I'm actually an introvert, believe it or not. And I like, you know, I'm quiet. I was the quiet one in a house full of really loud siblings. I'm one of 10 siblings. And so that to me was like, this was my yes. And so this was what I said. I promised God that day that if he brought me opportunities, I promised to say yes to every single one of them. And I've consistently stayed true to that promise for 12 years. And there have been a lot of scary yeses, like moving across the country, giving up everything we knew, moving away from family, starting over, doing everything that it took to make this dream a reality for our family. And part of that big scary yes was coming to Singular and choosing to start over to do this with all of you guys, because I believe in this and I believe in what we're creating here together. And I didn't want that to pass us by. I wanted to be here to do this with you. Let's go to the next slide. So I want to ask you, what are you scared of that you're saying no to? Is it putting yourself out there on social media? Is it showing up in a bolder way for your team? Is it going live? Is it doing a video? You know, a year after I started my business, I hired a coach and he wasn't even a coach. I thought he was. That's a whole nother story. But he took my money anyway. And he did coach me and he pushed me. He was actually an accountant. Come on, you guys. Like, this is how much I've had to learn. Anyway, he said to me, Amanda, I'm not going to coach you until you go live and you do a video. Now, back then, this was like going live on Periscope. I don't even know if you guys know what this is. And all kinds of weird people from India would pop on. And he goes, if you don't go live by next week, I will not call you next week. And I'm like, but I paid you to coach me. He goes, I don't care. I'm not calling you unless you go live. So I had to go live and I had to start doing live videos and they were super bad. They were so bad. But I had to do it anyway because I promised I would say yes. So when you are sharing this vision and you're sharing with people, here's the thing I want you to remember. No one wants to get on a slow moving bus. You have to show up with this every day. It doesn't matter if you've been in this company for 15 years or 2 days or 2 weeks or 2 years or 2 months. We have to show as if it's right now, it's moving so fast, you want to get on and get your seat with us. We're saving you a seat, but we're not slowing down. You've got a seat with us, but this bus is not slowing down. It's just going to get faster and faster and faster. So a quick tip, write down the perks in the notes section of your phone. Take a screenshot of that. It's not a fancy graphic. You can see it right there. It's just a screenshot, right? We use those in our stories over and over and over again on social media, in our posts, because we want people to see where we are going. How are we going to get there? We're going to get there through this passport program. We're going to get there through this compensation plan. We're going to get there through these products, right? What's the quickest path? You're going to get this pack. Let me help you do it. I'm here to help you, right? Those are the 4 steps of leading people into making a decision. Now, I grew up in the restaurant business. My parents owned restaurants. And as a waitress in a restaurant, I can tell you, people wanted to be told what to order. I got the most tips if I walked up and said, this is what I recommend. I got the biggest orders and I did it if I had the biggest smile, right? So smile when you talk on camera, smile when you voice clip people, even if they can't see your face, they're going to feel your energy. And those are the 4 things that you want to make it so easy for them to just click, buy, and start. Okay, next. Here's the other thing is storytelling is going to help you close the sales much faster. Chanel talked about this. There's an easy storytelling formula always you can remember. It's who were you before? Who are you now and how'd you get there? And then, or how did you make a transition? And then who are you now? And you're just going to completely share that over and over and over again. You know, someone just enrolled with me the other night and she said, you know, I've been following you for like 3 years. And the reason that I followed you is because you share your story every day. She's like watching a TV show. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. But she said, I want to be part of the story. And I said, okay, this is, you know, oh, thank you, whatever we said back and forth. And I said, let's get you launched. And we had a quick little phone call. And she said, well, what do you suggest that I do for launching? And I said, you just want to share it as you live it. So you just placed your order, go share it. When you get your order, go share it. When you taste your first drink, go share it. When you get excited about it, go share it. When you have a hard day, go share it. But share in the hard what you're doing to make it better. And keep sharing it over and over and over again, because that's what creates duplication. If you guys have never heard of this, there was a study done years ago. It's called the Spain Scale of Emotion, SPANE. And in this little experiment they did, they put a bunch of people in a room and they measured the frequency coming off of them based on their emotions. Don't get weirded out on me, it's just science. And with that though, they figured out that authenticity was actually the highest frequency in the room. Those who were speaking in truth, their vibration actually vibrated faster than everybody else, because truth equals authenticity. So here's the thing, you guys, here's the thing with being authentic. Number 1, you have to believe it. Now you can believe something that's a lie, okay, but it's not authentic. Number 2, it has to be true. Do you believe what you share every day? Do you believe this is the best company out there? Do you believe this is the best compensation plan, best products, best experience? Yes, and it has to be true. I believe it's true. That's why I said yes to Singular. So with that, let's go to the next slide. When it comes to sharing your story, here's the thing, you guys. It's so exciting to use other people, as Melissa shared about, for collaboration and contribution, all those things, right? I like to use people as inspiration. When I see things that they're posting that I'm like, oh my gosh, they just said that in such an amazing way. Or, oh my gosh, they have such a way with words. I take that and I use my friendly robot. ChatGPT, and I named him Jarvis because it's easier. And so anyway, I tell Jarvis, I love the way this person said this post. Can you please reshare in my words and my story? Knowing what you know of me, he will help me rewrite that thing, get it really nice on days where, you know, listen, if I'm left up to my own devices, I've got typos, like you can't even read what I'm saying. You better just hope you have dyslexia like me. So if I put it into ChatGPT, it'll rewrite it for me in my voice with my story. And now it's my words, right? I could then go change it how I want it, anything like that. So if you're just copy pasting other people's posts, it won't be authentic. It won't be your story. It won't travel as fast. So keep that in mind. When you see things that you love, go put it in and make it your words, right? And that's going to travel even faster, and that's going to speak to your audience from that authentic place. And you're going to see your enrollment start skyrocketing from that place. Now, here's a screenshot of some words. These catchphrases, feel free to use them in all of your posts and kind of rework them how you want to. But this is the way I'm positioning this company because it's such an exciting opportunity. It truly is an amazing foundation with a momentum opportunity where they don't have to choose between the risk of a startup and to be able to have the stability of a foundation. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, I just want to say, if you like it, then you better put a ring on it, because you can get an Aura ring this month. And I want you to have it because this is such a good way to position our products. But listen, I just got my Aura ring because Chanel told me I needed one right before convention. And so I ordered one, I got it. I feel a little personally attacked by it because yesterday I did like an hour of fitness and moving my body. And then I did 14 minutes of washing dishes, and I burned more calories washing dishes. How is that possible? But anyway, you know what? I'm just here for it because I'm competitive with myself and I want to get my body moving and I want to biohack my health to a better me because I've got 4 kids that I want to live my best life for them. And so here's the thing that I want to say to you, you guys, run for your 25. Do it. And go for it, envision it, put up a sticky note on the wall for 25 orders and cross that off as you get each one so you have something visual in front of you. Picture the person you want to enroll, all 25 of them. And just know this, what's meant for you will never pass you by. You're not late. You are right on time for all the promises that are spoken over you for your life. And you're right here at the right time, at the right place. Love you guys. Back to you, Russ.
Oh, that is so incredible. I'm going to let Sarah wrap this thing up, but I just do want to say this. Just love and appreciate you guys all so very much. This has been incredible. Sarah?
Oh, you guys, I'm on fire. I have goosebumps and I have a heater running at my feet at the same time. So I don't even know how that's physically possible, but it is due to the energy that this entire call has brought all night long. So I just want to say a huge thank you to both Amanda and to Melissa. You guys were incredible. Chanel and Oliver, Russ, holy cats, what a call. And there it is, Russ. I said holy cats again. So I want to close with just a couple of words for you to think about tonight. You see on the screen these words: momentum creates miracles. And if you are ready for a miracle, I want you to drop miracle in the chat, because I know if you've been in business for a while, you've seen the ups, you've seen the downs, you've seen the in-betweens, you've seen the roller coaster ride. But my friends, we are on the tipping point of something that is so monumental in this business. It is rare that you get a second chance to start a company all over again, a 2.0 moment. So I want you to think about this. Your job as a leader is to do one single solitary thing, and that is to paint the picture and help other people see themselves in that picture. So paint the picture and help other people see themselves in that picture. Chanel and Amanda and even Melissa all challenged you to share your story with authenticity, right? So be authentic. You know, the biggest changes that I've seen in people's businesses is when they show up daily, even if it's not great, even if you don't feel like it, but just being in your authentic self. Do it in spite of fear this month. This is the month where magic happens, where miracles can happen. May and miracles just go together, and you can absolutely do it if you sort of step over the line that you are standing behind in fear and just tell yourself, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it in spite of fear. So Amanda said, focus on your 25. I believe anybody can do that if your energy, your belief, and your authenticity is there. And if you'll just do the thing that most of us are never willing to do, which is to show up every day, every single day, right? So again, your energy, your vision, your activity, that's the thing that's going to create the miracle of momentum this month. Thank you all for turning in tonight. You guys are amazing. We're so excited that you are here. We cannot wait to see you on XDC all over this month. It's going to be a great month. So let's make it happen, you guys. Have a great one. Bye, everyone.